What's up, guys? It's Isaac with the KC Brick Store. I'm showing off here the LEGO Play and Display case. It's the best thing that I've found for displaying LEGO minifigures, the best value for your money. And you see that I've got my Black Falcons on here. I have modified this from the original to just put in extra layers there so I can get more figures displayed there. But you can get a ton of guys in here. I'll talk about that a little bit more as I go on. This is actually the starting point for my Black Falcons army on the video today. There's a few spaces that are not as filled out as I would like them to be, and I just have some extra figures. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving around these guys and start rearranging and fitting the people in that I want to go. As that goes in the background, I'm going to talk a little bit about these figures and my choices and what I've done with these guys. Starting with helmet color here, you could choose to go different routes. Obviously, the black helmets I think are just the best, especially since for a little while at least, the Black Falcons were called the Black Knights. I know the naming with these guys has had a weird history, but I think the Black Falcons, the black helmets just work the best for them. So I did make a more specialized ranger archer here with the falconer's torso and legs. I think the hood looks really good on there. A cape would probably work well too if I could get it around the quiver. I also just made a normal knight archer. It's got the old school conical helmet, but I think that looks solid. Of course, the normal build looks great too. So I do need to talk about my infantrymen here. And you'll see that I've got some of the old scale mail in there, and I know the printing looks old, but I think it looks all right. I could probably modify them a little bit more to make them look a little better. And the new Black Falcon printing looks phenomenal, so there's that. I do have some royals here too, so a couple special guards on the edges, and then a prince and princess or king or queen in the middle. The king's got the torso from Thorin from The Hobbit, and the queen's torso and legs are from Valkyrie from Thor. So I think those came out all right too. It took me a while to figure out how to make them look, but ultimately I think it worked out. Might be something I change in the future as well. I've jumped a little bit, of course, because this process of filming this whole thing was just taking a while, even sped up. But yeah, lots of rearranging here. I will say you can fit like 80 to 100 figures in one of these cases, but you do have to be careful with like shields or helmets or quivers on the back. They do take up extra space. This is kind of my final look, guys, for what I've done after today. So this is everybody packed in there. I'm gonna take a little bit closer look at everybody here. Sorry for the video quality being a little questionable. Tried to get a little bit of a view of everyone, but some of my shots are a little shakier than others. So I really like the way these guys look. They're probably my favorite faction at the moment. I think I'm so glad that Legos kept them around since, what was it, 1984, when the faction first came out. Really grateful that Lego has made more of these guys, even if they've stopped short of making everything that I've wanted. But I do think the Black Falcons are one of my favorites. Side note too, you'll see some of the guys in the back don't have pupils in their eyes. I've mostly gone at this point with army building with pupil minifigure heads, but some of them don't still, and I think that looks all right. Anyway, guys, that's it, and I hope you've enjoyed. Have a good one, guys.